Hey everybody, we got Secrets of the Citadel here, and we're looking at Durnipia, which I think looks really goofy. And at first glance, I thought the card probably wasn't very good, but now I'm thinking maybe she can actually have potential to be very dangerous. In a different sort of, not in a non-physical way, I suppose. But yeah, she looks like she splices herself and can heal others and whatnot. She is a scientist and a wizard, both. Uh, so that's interesting. But it's also kind of funny because science, sometimes in the past, people used to say it was like witchcraft or something. So you got a wizard and a scientist. Pretty neat, pretty neat. But lots of stuff going on there. I like the potion, how green that is. That's pretty neat. You got like dragon, minion, Kyrie, uh, the aliens with the four arms, with the green arms, the Squirtire. Yeah, so very crazy there. Now, if we go down here for 75 points, you have very average stats, except slightly more life. With her ability, the more life she has, the better. So that's cool. That's good. Good call there. And then Durgeth. We have the Durgeth Swamp in Heroscape, so that's kind of a lore thing there. Unique hero, scientist, and wizard, like we said. So there's people that can bond with scientists. There's wizards in the game, which and Callus, and medium 5. You have flying, so now she's quicker than normal. You have we'll go top down here. Species Splicer. She can basically you may choose one species from another non-Solborg army card in your army. Until Durnipia is destroyed, she gains that species. So, one cool thing you can do with her, everyone's been wanting the elf wizards from all time to be good. The Durnipia can make herself an elf in an elf wizard build, and then all of a sudden she's an elf wizard scientist. So she powers up those elves, and we'll get into it. But she can heal very, very well. So you can keep your elf wizards alive, which keeps them more powerful. Because as soon as they start to go down, that army falls apart. This can be a very good piece in that army. Um, and then other armies as well. But we'll get into that after we read the power here. Blood Stitcher 15. Once per turn, before or after moving normally. So that's flexible again. Before or after moving normally. She may choose one adjacent non-Solborg figure and remove one or two wound markers from it without even rolling. She just does it. If she does, she takes the equal amount of wounds onto her card. If she was not destroyed by this, roll the 20-sided die for each wound marker on her army card. So I think if she has one life left and you could still heal 2 wounds, but then she would die, maybe. If she has one life left, she may only be able to take 1 wound off. Maybe that's why it's more flexible like that. But yeah, that's a question I have. But for each roll of 15 or higher, when you roll the 20-sided die for each wound, you get to remove one of the wounds. So say she does have 5 wounds on her. She just healed 2 wounds from some 6 defense hero, 7 defense hero because Raylan's around or something in your army. Now she can roll to heal the wounds off of herself like it never happened, and the wounds that she already previously had. So if people are targeting her, she's already done some healing. So you could get it easily once or twice in a turn, but if you got lucky enough, you could heal all 5 of those wounds off of her. And that would be so bad. That would make your opponent so mad. It's so crazy. But 20-sided die powers like that are very fun, so very interesting there to me. But yes, I think using her in an army, you probably have the best chance against melee armies, but healing heroes that have tons of defense or even boosted to have those tons of defense, like 5 or more, she only has 3 defense. So if you're healing someone with more than that amount, each of those lives are worth more. So if you heal someone with 5 or 6 or 7 defense at the moment, That's way harder for your enemy to get through. So if you put those wounds on her, even if she doesn't heal it, that just makes it all the much more harder for your opponent. And you do have to do things like that because she's 75 points. So you don't want to be healing weak things that aren't doing anything in your army. You're just wasted 75 points. But in the right army, with the right opponent army, especially the right map even, she can definitely be very good. What else about that? Oh yeah, well, we'll get to the last power, I guess. So I'll do it myself. So you don't even we'll read it. Once per round, before you reveal a numbered order marker on an army card in your army, you may move it to her and reveal it. So you don't even have to plan on using her. You can just have the order marker somewhere else where you want it, and when the perfect moment comes, maybe a big hero is about to go down, or maybe the opponent is just so far away that you might as well stay where you are and heal someone. You can just move that order marker to her and do that at the perfect moment. So I'll do it myself for her. That's great. That's so great. I see her also being able to be in. Obviously, this makes Raylan even harder to deal with, but in Raylan builds, I think she could help them quite a bit. It might take a little bit more slow movement, but if you're expecting a lot of melee, maybe, or maybe like the Q9 build, where you just sit in the back for the most part, with the rats and Raylan, I foresee her sitting back, getting 5 defense boosted by Raylan with a screen in front of them, and when people are trying to snipe Raylan, Durnipia is just healing Raylan when Raylan actually takes wounds. And even though Raylan's only 3 defense, that's not super ideal, but it can make her harder to kill that way, and that could annoy your opponent because then maybe you use that at the perfect moment, and then maybe the next turn they don't roll the skulls they want. Raylan's fine, and then you just assault them with whatever army you have there. It's not going to make Raylan like super like any more broken. I wouldn't say necessarily, but I think that is a way people could use her. So again, I'm not saying this figure's like S tier or anything, but I am saying it's somewhere in the nice B range, and this figure, just with all those abilities, she's so well rounded, and I love how the elf wizards look, and I love how they play, and I wish they were just a little better. So even though you don't have a new wizard of the 9, you do get this wizard who can be an elf and help them out. So I think that's super cool. I think somebody must like the elves who did that, and I really like this card. At first, I was just like, meh. I don't really like the mini, how it looks, but now I actually do like the card. So let me know what you guys think about it. See ya down in the comments.